Good morning, good morning, good morning, all of my great trade geniuses out there. Welcome back to Trade Genius Live. I'm your host and the brand ambassador of the Edge from the prop firm, Trend Genius. We are in here on some Tuesday vibrations. For real, for real. Let's see here what we got. T Mac, Grand Risings, Morbid Drifter, good morning. Sneehall, my sister, good morning. Q, good morning. Joe Bro, good morning. T Pruitt, my brother, good morning. Hope everyone had a blessed weekend. Yes, yes. Good morning. My nail girl, Mike, good morning. Tamika, good morning. Kaz, Grand Risings. Wally, good morning. Jerry Jack, a.k.a. Mr. Payout, good morning. Discipline Royal, Trade Morning. Yo, today I passed. That's what's up. Thank you, Uncle T, for all your help. I wouldn't have done it without your help. Absolutely, man. Congrats on that. Passing that 50K. Shout out to Mr. Cologne. That's what's up, bro. That's definitely a good feeling. Felix Navarez, good morning. Serena, good morning. Britt, good morning. Corbs, good morning. Let's see here. V. Brewer, great morning, everyone. Hope all is well with you, good people. Smash that like button on the way in. Exactly what Mr. V. Brewer said. Twyla, good morning. Felix, hit my daily limit last night, so no trade for me this morning. Here to support. Appreciate that, my guy. That's definitely great in two aspects. One aspect is to even understand that you hit your daily limit and you know you're sitting on your hands today, but also two, to jump in and support the community, bro. We appreciate that. That is definitely what the community was based upon. That's graciousness and love right there. Shout out to Felix, man. That's dope. And that's definitely what we call that. Definitely an unselfish act, right? He's like, I'm still gonna come on and support. I could just not do anything, but that's dope, man. I appreciate that, bro. That's really cool. That's actually selfless. Absolutely, dope stuff. Frost the Fifth, Rise and Shine, Bottovin. Good to see everyone. Absolutely, Heaven Enjoy Life. Good morning. Double V3. Good morning. C McGregor, Trent, what's good, bro? Oh man, just another one. That's it. PT702FX. Good morning. Audrey, good morning. Neek Speaks, Rich Rising, absolutely. Thanks for tapping in with us. Christopher Watkins, good morning. What we got? Super Spaceman, good morning. NL Mark, good morning. T Pruitt, let's go, Ben. For right. Raider 40, good morning. For real, man. That's good stuff. That's dope stuff. That's what we want, right? That's what we want. Like, we're seeing growth out of the community every day. Everyone. If you notice, like, I'm seeing more payouts, we're seeing more evals being passed. Think about that. It's just a matter of time. We just got to stay locking in. Just stay locking in every day. I'm telling you, everything else will fall into place. We ain't got to do nothing. It's not rocket science. We just got to just lock in every day. Miss Bossy B, good morning, my sister. All right, something I was about to do. Oh, I got to send out this last. Send that out. All right, cool. So that's out. Everything's out. Okay, cool. So we are about 10 minutes from the open. One down, 19 more to go. Absolutely, bro. Before you can get to 20, you got to get to one, right? You got one down. That's what's up. Chrissy, good morning. Happy Tuesday. Absolutely. All right, y'all, let's jump to news. Let's go, do what we do. Oh, I forgot. We didn't audit one thing. How's everybody feeling? How could I not be on top of that? How's everybody feeling? Let's get an audit of our emotions right now. How's everyone feeling? One word me in the chat. Y'all know how we do this every day. How we feeling? Let's get that rocking. Let me sit up. Not sit back. I'm thinking this evening stream, right? But yeah, how's everyone feeling? One word me in the chat. Let's audit our emotions right now. Let's get that together. Feeling good, not good, tired, sleepy, whatever it is. Anxious, not anxious, whatever it is. How we feeling? Fantastic. Aiden, yo, what's good, my guy? Thanks for tapping back in. T-Mac said he feels fantastic. Let's go, y'all. What we got? Feeling great. Regina. Good morning, Regina. Edgar, good morning. Heaven Enjoy Life said, great. Corb said, well rested. PT, great. Good. Britt said, blessed to make another year. That's what's up. Happy birthday to you. For real, for real. Nick Speaks said, rich. That's what's up. What we got? What we got? Serena said, patient. Mr. Payout said, great. Edgar said, feeling alert. Aiden said, nervous. Kai said, refreshed. I ain't had that green tea yet, but we good. T. Pruitt. Serena said, patient. T. Pruitt said, blessed. Benjamin, good. Nick Speaks said, healthy. Jazz Rich said, excellent. That's what's up, y'all. What we got? Oh, you're welcome, Britt. Mr. Toussaint, great and ready to roll. That's what's up. That's what's up. We always want to take an audit of our feelings every morning. It's important that we do that. It's important that ourself sees and hear ourselves, type that in, say it, whatever it is that we do, right? We're working on our psyche, right? So let's make sure that we stay on top of that. My nail girl said, feeling good, definitely still learning. That's awesome. Bodovan said, focus. Miss Bossy B said, good. Wadi said, ready for the week. Audrey said, anxious. Edom said, very well. V. Brewer said, amazing. Mr. Cologne said, relieved. Absolutely. Sad and depressed with this strategy I used with sad and depressed, wish the strategy I used worked. See McGregor, lovely. Mike said, ready. Frost said, oh, thanks, man. Hey, look, y'all, it worked. We got a new subscriber, Mark 2X's. That's what's up. It finally worked, y'all. The widget I was telling y'all about. Y'all saw that? Wow. When computers work, they are amazing, right? But now I went in there. I had to redo the API key a couple of times, but I got it working. Let's see here. Let's get back. See, McGregor said lovely. Mike said ready. Frost the Fit said engaged. Chrissy said attentive. I like that. I like that, Chrissy. What we got? NL Mark blessed. Q tired, was checking that 5-0 all night. Let it set it and forget it. What you say, Q? Q said she was tired. I was checking it all night. That is hilarious. Karate 357 blessed and great. And how are you? I'm doing pretty good, my guy. Thanks for asking. Actually doing cool. Josh Dress said blessed. Joe Bro said tired. JR said good morning. Felt like I haven't traded in a long time, right? Pete, morning. What we got done? I'm upset with myself because I should have exited my trade with profit. I know NQ likes to reverse. Yeah. It's all good. No, don't be upset, Donna. Just make sure we journal that. We lock that in on the data, right? On the information to make sure that when we're reading our journal at the end of the week, we're gonna remember that. Like, oh yeah, on Monday night, or was it Monday night when I took the 5-0, I should have exited. But just make sure you're journaling that. No need to be upset. Remember, no emotions. But trust me, I understand the sentiment. I get it. I get it. But just remember, we just want to make sure we're keeping our psychology intact, right? Let's just make sure we stay on top of that. But yes, absolutely. It's all good. It's just a learning lesson, y'all. It's okay. It's no problem. Like, that's what we're here for, right? We're here to, now is the time to make mistakes. Now is the time to, do all of those things. Remember, we're working on getting better every day. So there's going to be mistakes. There's going to be things that we're going to, little roadblocks, no setbacks, little roadblocks, little speed bumps, little hiccups, things like that, where they're just slowing us down for the moment, but they're not setting us back, and they're not, not allowing us to get to where we need to be. So just remember that. It's good. It's all a part of the process. We're growing. All of us, we're growing. Ready, Superville said, ready for the trading week, feeling good. That's what's up. Laser Focus said, receptive. That's what's up. That's what's up. That's what's up. Cool. That's great. I'm glad today we had a really good, everyone, engaged in on their feelings and their emotions. And that's really good. That's something that we always need to understand every day before we sit down and start, get into our trading business, before we start our business, right? Before we start conducting business, right? Conducting business would be taking trades, checking, charting, all of the stuff that we do as traders. So now that we got that done, let's jump to news. That'd be the second thing. So news today, Tuesday, and we have CB consumer confidence at 7 a.m. You know what I'm saying? So you can always click these folders right here and it'll tell you what it is, why it matters. Gives you a whole breakdown, why traders care. You know what I'm saying? So that just gives you a whole breakdown of everything if you want to know that. And it even gives you historical data based on everything that's going on. It gives you what the actual data is, what the forecast was, what the previous was. Like, it's just good information. All right, so that's really all we got going on today is just this orange folder at 7 a.m. Tonight. Y'all know we got our members only stream tonight, so we'll be on the 5-0, and we have some news we saw yesterday. We saw this news yesterday, so we're gonna see how the market reacts tonight when we get into our members only stream tonight. All right, but we're gonna jump to let's jump to the charts. All right, and let me open this up a little bit. Are we at all-time highs? No, we're close. We are close. Okay, what? Oh yeah, see, my chart is weird because of the holiday. All right, cool. Well, we in here. Let's do our daily bias. Forgot about that. Got to get our daily bias rocking. All right, so y'all know how we do it. Let me get to the 5-minute, kind of calm these candles down a little bit. All right, so daily biases. Let's see here. Market opened here at 3. All right, so remember, we mark out 5. We're marking out these time frames from last night. So 5 to 9 and 11 p.m. to 2 a.m. That's how we check our daily bias for the day. Remember, we're not married to this, but this is how we check it. So I'm on Pacific Standard Time for anyone that's new on the stream. But these times will be according to your time zone. So what are we doing here? We're marking out 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. Remember, I'm on Pacific Standard Time, so adjust this to your time zone. And we're marking out 11 p.m. to 2 a.m. What are we doing? We're trying to see within these time frames. This would be London's time frame, the 11 to 2 a.m. and the 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. would be Asia. We're trying to see if price took out Asia highs and or Asia lows. All right. So let's identify that. So we know here, this would be Asia high. This candle right here, the high of this candle is 29,882. V Brewer, that's what's up, my guy. Appreciate you, brother. Thank you for that soup. Thank you. Appreciate that. Appreciate you, my guy. Appreciate that, brother. As always. Seed into you and my 49ers, big bro. Let's go. That's what's up, man. Good stuff, brother. I appreciate you. Y'all see that's from V Brewer, but y'all finally see the widget is working, right? Jeez Louise. All right, so let's get back to this. So high, this is Asia high, this is Asia low. This will be London high in that time frame, and this will be London low. So London took out Asia lows, but did not take out Asia highs. So today we look for the market to be bearish. Now, we're not married to that bias. It's just an idea. It's just the gauging point. Now, anything that can change at any moment. So market just open. Let's see what we get. Let's see what we get. And we'll talk about the we'll talk about a little something too. Oh, let me jump this off. I appreciate you, V Brewer. Most definitely, my guy. Appreciate you. Impress, good morning. All right, let me get to the 1 minute. Oh, a little consolidation area formed, right? Remember, we got news at 7. Let's see here. Yeah, a little consolidation area right here. If it sets up, I'm going to take DS cells. If it sets up, and it's actually setting up. All the daily levels are below today. So below consolidation area right there. Kind of something that tends to happen before the market. Since we've been on stream, I know a lot of y'all been paying attention to that. So let's see. So this is what, 630 candle. What's this? This is 628. Actually, kind of set up a little sooner today. What we got? Move is already done. We'll have to go for another daily bias. Gotcha. Price action is not at the moment. But let's see. Let's see what we have. Be patient and allow price to come to us. We're not trying to meet price halfway. Remember, we're allowing price to come to us. Let's see what we got. If I can get a fair value gap somewhere between here, I'll take the DS short, and I will target. I'll probably target. Let's see here. I'll target somewhere. Oh no, I'll probably take some partials along the way. That's what it looks like. I'll take some partials along the way. But let's get that fair value gap first. One thing at a time. Kind of set up a little early too. 28. Yeah, we'll see. Anybody in anything at the moment? Anybody in anything? Anybody in anything at the moment? Crazy parallel channel too. What we got? I'm assuming no one's in anything. I'm assuming no one is in anything at the moment. It's all good. Actually, this move kind of set up a little bit before 6:30. Yeah, it did. Let me see what he used for. Oh, he used this for the fair value gap. Aha. So 6:28, it kind of set up a little bit sooner. This one set up a little bit early. Yeah, exactly. You got tapped into sales. That's what's up. Serena, I think we could have even. Let me open this up a little bit. We could have actually even placed our limit order right here and took that. It happened at 6:28 today. We could have actually took that. 6:28, 6:29. Sometimes the DS will set up like around that time. Today was one of those days. We could have actually set our limit order right here and took that. But if this holds, well, I'll take it. But yeah, we could have actually this was it right here. This was the entry. What is this? 29,905.75. That would have been the entry. Yep, the sniper entry, which would have been the high of this candle, right below this fair value gap right here, which was, like I said, 29,05.75. We could have took that. I just looked at it. True. True that. This candle right here, right? True that. True that. Yeah, I was looking at that. I was just saying, okay, here we go. Let's go right here. All right, so entry will be 871.50. 871.50. And that's going to be for a sell. I'm going to change this to 5. Confirm that.
Order submitted.
Stop loss will be here. Buy stop. All right, actually, let's do this. What is that? 871, 935. That is what? 64.25. So 64.4, 200 ticks, 240 ticks, 256 ticks, 5. That's a decent stop loss. That's decent. Not too crazy. If we can get price to come back, let's see here. Maybe 15 minutes today, possibly. Possibly. Let's see here. Well, it's there. It's definitely set up, so. Let's see here. Yep, got in and got out. I'm still here with y'all, though. Are you taking a 15-minute banker? No. Not at the moment. Taking the 15-minute banger still has time to set up. It's still got another 8 minutes before it would be valid to take. Right now, I am taking a DS. Well, I got my order set for a DS short, and I think I'll take profits here. I'll wait for that though. Good morning, all. Started a big remodel today. Hope y'all get that bread. That's what's up, man. Congrats on that, my guy. I know your business has been taking off, brother. Congratulations on that. That's dope. That's dope. Get that bread. Get that money. Get that money. Well, let's see if price will tap us in. And let's see what it does. See what we got. See what we got. Where we at? All right, cool. You know what? While we're waiting for this to tap us in, let's go ahead and get our mental muscle working. Let's do that. Oh, you got it, my guy. Of course, my brother. All right, let's get this mental muscle working. Let's get a little mental therapy while we're waiting for that trade to cook. All right, so question of the day today is, I'm ready for y'all today. I've been working. Is this trade idea flexible or rigid? Is this trade idea flexible or rigid? So remember, this would be a question that you would ask yourself. You're sitting down, you're in front of your device, and you asking yourself, hey, is this trade idea flexible or rigid? Let's talk about that. Let's talk about what that means. Is this trade idea flexible or rigid? That's something that you would be asking yourself, as I stated. You're sitting down, you're in front of your device, you're looking at, whether you're on your phone, your tablet, desktop, laptop, you're looking at the screen, you're checking the charts, and you're asking yourself, is this trade idea flexible or rigid? Let's talk about that. So think about it. If your trade idea is flexible, it allows for you to adapt, right? It allows for adaptation, right? So it allows you to adapt. If it's rigid, that means it's what? It's how would you say, like, it's there's no, how would I say, there's no flexibility in, your strategy, or there's no flexibility in the entry that you're about to trade, right? So if it's rigid, that means it has no, you can't adapt, right? It's just pretty much like one way, so to speak, right? So with that stated, we always want our trade idea. Remember, this is a trade idea, right? Not necessarily a strategy, a trade idea, right? We want it to be flexible, right? Why do we want it to be flexible? Because we want to make sure that we're giving ourselves an opportunity to pivot if we got to pivot, right? So we're tapped in. Let me just jump over there real quick. We're tapped in on this trade. And we're targeting, let me go ahead on and put my little stop loss. I mean, my take profit stop loss already set. Let's see here. Am I going to take some partials along the way? Yeah, I'll take some. Ooh, I'm tripping. Wrong order. I'll take some partials along the way right now. So that'll be a buy limit. And let's do this. Let's take 3.
Order submitted.
And we'll let 2 run. All right, cool. So trade set up. I'll take my last 2 contracts right here. Change this to 2. All right, so there it is. There's the trade. It's set up. And let's see what we get. So we're going to let that cook. Let's get back to our mental muscle. We don't need to watch our trades. Once we set it, we're pretty much, there's no more control. We have no more control over this trade other than exiting, right? So I'm gonna let this trade cook, and only one or two things can happen. Either we gonna pay some bills today, or we gonna make some profit today. We gonna make some sales today, right? This is our trading business, so we'll just keep that in mind, and we'll just rock from there. So let that do its thing. Let's get back to our mental therapy, and let's keep that rocking. So, having a flexible trade idea, what does that allow you to do? As I stated before, it allows us for what? For adaptation. It allows us to pivot, right? It allows us to make another decision, take another position, whether that position is to sit in our hands, whether that position is to maybe sit out this trade or wait for another setup, whatever that is. You always want your trade idea to be flexible, not rigid. Just always remember that, because it being rigid definitely is going to lead to losses, because we need to be flexible, right? The market is never the same every day. There's always different things going on in the market, news, just different economic information coming out, whether that's someone tweeting or truth socialing, whatever that is, like just all of that stuff, everything that drives the market, right? And that's not a political statement. So just anything that drives the market is what we need to be paying attention to. So because of that, and especially right now, where the market is all over the place because of the war, news, this and that, and this. So, hey, it is what it is. Well, we got stopped out on that one. And yeah, $642 business expense. Let me jump back over there. And yeah, stopped out. So let me go ahead and cancel these orders. I am one and done. So let me go ahead on and yes, I guarantee it's going to do that and probably end up going the way that it was supposed to go. I wouldn't be surprised. I would not be surprised. Well, I'm one and done. Y'all know how I rock. So there it is, $642 business expense today. It is what it is, and we live to trade another day, and we move on. So, what we got? Boom, 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 boom. Where we at? Both of my strats invalid today. Gonna just look for HSS trade. That's what's up. Trade idea has to be rigid. No, we don't want it to be rigid. We want it to be flexible, meaning we follow all the rules, no flexibility. No, we want it to be flexible. Yeah, we want it to be flexible. We don't want it to be rigid. Having rules allows us for flexibility, right? Because it gives us our rules gives us the opportunity to pivot. So definitely flexibility is what we want. What would be a rigid trade? It's not necessarily a rigid trade. Remember, this is an idea, trade idea. Not necessarily a trade idea, meaning whatever strategy that you're trading, right? That would be your trade idea, right? You're going to take this strategy and you're going to implement it to price action, right? But your trade idea should be flexible, meaning it should have the opportunity for you to pivot. You know what I'm saying? There needs to be flexibility in that trade idea, because what if your trade doesn't set up? Then what do? You don't just take it, right? So you got to have some flexibility there, right? Flexibility, something in the trade strategy or within the steps to show you that, hey, this is not the trade that I need to be taking, meaning I need to be sitting out, or let me wait for a better setup. That's the flexibility in the trade idea. Rigid would means there's no flexibility and there's no room for pivoting. There's no room to make a different decision, take a different position. So we always want it to be flexible. It's set, no, if, set, no, if, and, or, but. Oh, got you. I need help using TradeGheenyuz to place my trade. How can I use TradingView to trade my Lucid? Okay, so to trade your Lucid, let me just get there real quick and then we'll jump back. Make sure I stay within. So to trade your Lucid, it'll be real simple. So you're gonna go here to TradingView, right? Because you chose TradeEvade when you bought your Lucid account, right? So you're gonna hit trade. You're going to hit TradeEvade. Make sure this is on demo, not live. Remember, any prop firm account is going to be considered demo, not live, okay? So live would be if you deposited your own funds into a TradeEvade account, meaning your own money. That would be considered live. But if it's a prop firm, it's going to be demo. You're going to hit connect. Once you hit connect, in this username, it's going to be your Lucid credentials, your Lucid password, your Lucid username and password. That's what it's going to be. And then once you do that, you'll hit log in, and you'll automatically be logged into your Lucid accounts on TradingView, and you'll be able to trade them that way. That's how that would work. So that was for, excuse me, that was for Edom, and there it is. Yeah, there is news at 7. Yes, it is. Stopped out. Yes, we did. One and done. Absolutely. Stephen Brown, good morning. Good morning. Can you elaborate on the market structure you're looking for the strat? Market structure I'm looking for is, well, first off, all these pink lines are below. Those are my targets, right? For today. Those are my daily targets for today. So if I'm going to take this strategy, the strategy has to give me a sell setup. So the sell setup would be market structure shift, which we got that, which is a close below the most previous swing low, right? Because I am looking for sales. And I got that. Market structure shift was here. Actually, it started a little early, but market structure shift was here. Then I waited for a fair value gap. The fair value gap was actually right here. You got to be able to see it. It was right here. That was the fair value gap. And I placed my limit order right beneath it. Was it that one? Yeah, it was that one. Placed my limit order right there, right beneath it, waiting for price to come back and tap me in, which it did, tapped us in. It continued on, and it stopped us out. Our stop loss was at the most previous swing high. And I was going to trim three contracts here and let 2 run. And I would have took TP here right at this unmitigated level, which is right above this reversal zone. That would have been my trade for the day. That was what I was doing. But hey, the market had other ideas. So that was my trade idea for the day. I'm on 2,600 off of 2 trades. I'm feeling good today. Nice. But yeah, Felix, that was my market structure. I mean, that was my trade breakdown for what I was doing. All right, so back to our mental muscle. So remember, your trade idea should always be flexible. It should never be rigid. It should always give you the opportunity to for adaptation, to pivot. You know what I'm saying? So just keep that in mind. Because if it's rigid, in a sense, that can be somewhat stubborn, right? Stubborn meaning it's rigid, like there's no flexibility. Like I can only do it this, I can only run it this way or do it this particular way. That's not a good trade idea. We want a trade idea that has flexibility. As I stated earlier, we want to be able to pivot. So just keep that in mind. Everything we always want some wiggle room, right? And when I say wiggle room, I mean like room to pivot, room to make another decision, room to take a different position based on what price action is doing, because nothing is the same every day. So just something to keep in mind. All right, so that was question of the day. Let's jump into tip of the day. And the tip of the day is I'm ready for y'all today. Y'all thought I was playing. The chart should guide you, not your expectations. The chart should guide you, not your expectations. So let's think about that. Think about our trade idea, right? Trade idea has to be flexible, not rigid, right? We want to allow ourselves to be able to adapt, to take a different position. Let's see what 15-minute banger is doing. Ooh, that thing flipped at the last. NQ, you wow. NQ straight. Look at this big. Hold on, let me get there, y'all. Let me show y'all this. Even though I know y'all can see it on y'all charts, but I'm just cracking up off this. Look at this big, long little wick. NQ was like, nope, not today on the 15-minute. That's what y'all thought. I ain't gonna lie, I really truly thought we was gonna get a 15-minute. It's like for real, for real. But hey, NQ had other plans. So 15-minute banger is invalidated. Actually, it's been invalidated now for over 7 minutes. These two candles have to be going in the same direction. Well, really, the 615 candle is really truly the determining factor of this, because however the 15-minute on the 6:15 a.m. 15-minute candle, whatever way that closes, that pretty much sets the direction of what the 15-minute banger, or actually in what direction we're heading with it. Now, what else would we need after that? We would need the 6:30 candle to what? Actually be going in the same direction as a 6:15 minute, as a 6:15 a.m. candle. Remember, I'm on Pacific Standard Time. So with that stated, these have to line up. It didn't line up, so now this trade is invalidated. So 15-minute banger today is invalidated. That's a trade that we cannot take today. So let's get back to the mental muscle. Now, as I stated, the chart should guide you, not your expectations, right? So think about this. What is it? What is the chart? The chart is the story, right? The story meaning what? What's going on in the market today? That's our story, right? That the price action is there for us to get an idea of what's going on in the market, to see what, if we're going to implement our strategy, if we're going to sit on our hands, whatever the case may be. Good example of what we just talked about the 15-minute strategy being invalidated. The chart shows you the story. The story today is on that trade, excuse me, on that strategy, it's invalidated. On our DS that we took, we got stopped out. Hey, that's trading, right? That's the way it works. That's why you make sure you manage your risk and you keep your risk in a cool. You manage your risk and keep your risk in a cool position, or cool amount, to where what? It's not killing your accounts, right? You're living to trade another day. So remember, leverage. That's why it's always good and always advantageous to trade micros. It allows you to keep leverage intact. Now let's think about this. The reason why the chart should, let me jump into the comment section real quick. What we got? Fire trade. I have Juvier's checklist for scalping next to me, and it's helping me so much. There you go. Dope stuff. Aiden, at TradeGheenyuz, you said after I log into TradeEvade. Yeah, I can't see that option. Wait. No. Edom, you log into TradeEvade on TradingView. You log into TradeEvade on TradingView. Yeah. So you're gonna go to TradingView, and you're gonna log into TradeEvade on TradingView. So I'm on TradingView. Let me get there. Let me screen share. I'm on TradingView. I'm gonna hit trade. Right? Let me move my TV out the way. So if you see, let's see here. Let me X this out. So you see up here, right, where it says trade, your button, I moved my button up here. Yours might be down here somewhere. It'll be somewhere, it could be somewhere along the bottom, but you just want to get to the screen that shows you all the brokers. Will be that screen. You're going to log into TradeEvade. Select TradeEvade. We're on TradingView though. We're not logging into TradeEvade on TradeEvade. We're logging into TradeEvade on TradingView. So you're going to make sure this is on demo. Connect. You're going to put in your Lucid credentials, meaning the Lucid sent you an email that had your username and password. It's going to look something like this. This LTTT is going to look something like this. This is my Lucid username as well. It's going to look something like that. And put in your password, hit login, and you'll be in your Lucid account you'll be in your Lucid account, logged into TradeEvade, but you'll be on TradingView. That's how it works. Yep. So there you are. Real easy, real simple. You got to log into Tradeovate on Trading View. Look what it is doing. And the next candle, for real, 2 big wicks. Yep. Sorry, but I'm looking for the link to join your membership. I can put that in the comment section for you. Don't trip. I got you. Let's see here. Boom, boom, boom. But yeah, let me know that you got in, Edom. I want to make sure you got in. Let me know. I'm waiting for you to let me know. I want to make sure that you got in because it's real simple. Oh, absolutely. That's how you handle it. It's just a business expense. Y'all remember, when a trade goes against us, it's just a business expense. That's it. We're not tied to losses. We're not tied to, how would I say? Now, y'all know when I say wins and loss, I'm really just speaking from a conversational perspective, but from a trading perspective, it will be profitable and non-profitable. And on the non-profitable trades, remember, those are just business expenses. That's all they are. We're not tied to our excuse me. We're not tied to our non-profitable trades. We're not tied to our profitable trades. Remember, all of that is just a byproduct of what we do. Just remember that, y'all. It's just a byproduct. Getting business expenses and profits are just a byproduct of what we do. Think about what has to happen before we even make any profit, right? Just think about what has a whole bunch of stuff that has to happen before that point. So many things. So many things has to happen. So just keep that in mind. Just keep that in mind. Let's see here. So we're going to go, bam. All right, I'm dropping it in the comment section for you. Oh, you got it already? Okay, let me drop it in there right now. I thought you had dropped it, Jay. I wasn't sure. There's the drop the link to join, become a member. Nah, yeah, it doesn't bother me at all. You know what bothers me more? When my copy trader not working. And I'm gonna tell y'all why. Because think about it, right? Y'all know what I preach all the time, right? About being we're process-driven traders, right? Yeah, I traded. My trade went against me. Yeah, my trade went against me. I had a $642 business expense today. Yeah, these trades are just absolutely, Chrissy. Ooh, that's good. I like that. I like that. I like that right there. You see that? You see that? You see what Chrissy said? These trades are transactions. That's all they are. That's all they are. Uh-oh. Who was that? But yeah, these trades are transactions. For real, for real. That's all they are. That's what's up, Heaven. Enjoy life. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Appreciate you for becoming a member. That's dope. So that means I'm going to see you this afternoon. Nice. But yeah. Remember, y'all, just as Chrissy stated, like these trades, man, that is such a great way to put it. These trades are just transactions. Remember, trading is our business, right? And we're making these transactions, and either the transactions, we're going to either pay bills on those transactions, or we're going to get profits on those transactions. Either way, we ain't tied to it. Either way, we make some money, great. Trade goes against us, no big deal. We keep it pushing. Like really, just it doesn't matter. It's next. Like I don't even it's done. So I'm one and done for the day. That trade is over. I'm looking for tomorrow. I don't even care about that 642. I'm not coming into the market tomorrow saying, "Hey, I need to make $642 because I need to make up my loss." No, that's not how we trade. We don't make up losses. Whatever happened the day before, that's a business expense. Today's a new day. The next day you trade, it's a new day. We're not carrying that mindset of, oh, I got to make up my losses. First of all, it wasn't a loss. Number one, it was a business expense. Second, Think about this. Anyone that owns a business who said, oh, I had to pay bills yesterday, so I want to make sure that my business, generates some revenue today to take care of my bills, right? No one really says that, right? You just continuously keep conducting transactions. And in our case, we want to make sure, and we're going to do what? We want to make sure that what? We are auditing our trades prior to taking them, right? To make sure that we have a high probability transaction, right? Meaning we have an opportunity, high probability opportunity for that transaction to be profitable. That's all we're doing. Process. That's it. We're just worrying about process, nothing else. Nothing else. That's it. All right. So let's get back to our tip of the day. The chart should guide you, not your expectations. Let's talk about that. Price gives real-time feedback, right? We can all agree to that. Price gives real-time feedback. So with that stated, that's what's up, Edom. I appreciate you. With that stated, because price gives us real-time feedback, what does that mean? We get to look at the chart and we get to get the story of what's going on. Expectations, that's just going to blind us. Think about it. We can't. There should not be a trader on this call that has any expectations of anything. Just remember that. We never have expectations. Even when I talk about our daily bias, right? It's a bias, but it's not one that we're married to. We're not expecting the market to do what it says. We're just using it as a bias. If the market does it, nice. The bias, it matched. If the market doesn't do what the bias says, then guess what? It's no big deal either. We're not married to it. When we do our daily bias, it doesn't mean that if it says the daily bias says that it's going to be bearish, that we're just looking for sales all day. No, the market can change. Can have a break of structure, have a change of character, some news come in, done, right? And there's our news candles pumping too. And they really did nothing. Let me screen share so we can see here's a 7 o'clock candle right here. It was a doji. And then not really too much, right? So I would have to say news was really like womp today. The 7 a.m. consumer confidence. Yeah, not really anything. Didn't really bring in no volume. None. I mean, that's neither here nor there, but the point is that just, keeping an eye on the characteristics of what's going on when news is announced for NQ. So we'll move on from that. News was lackluster. Womp, didn't really do anything. So let's get back. So remember, having a bias is okay, but like as I stated, we're never married to our bias, right? We want to follow what's on the chart. The chart is truly going to tell us everything that's going on. Having expectations is going to blind everything that you have going on in your trading game. We have no expectations. We don't expect anything. We don't meet price halfway. We allow price to come to us. And once that happens, if our strategy sets up, we take the strategy. We want it to be a high probability setup. We take it and we live with the results. And that's that. Profitable or not, done for the day. At least I am. First trade went against me. It's all good. The strategy on a 15-minute did not set up. It was invalidated. Keep it pushing. So just remember, the chart should always guide you, not your expectations. So no expectations on the charts. Once again, that's feelings. Having expectations is having feelings, right? No feelings. We tie no emotions to our trades. No feelings in trading, period. We all need to be out of our feelings. I know it's tough. I know it's a little difficult, but that's what you have to work on. You cannot be tied to your feelings based on emotions. That's just in general, right? So just remember that. 1 sec, let me plug in my laptop. Okay, so one of the most important things that we always have to remember, that's why we do our temperature check in the morning, right? We do our audit. That's why I ask y'all how y'all feeling, what's going on. I do that because I'm trying to, if anyone is feeling any kind of emotions, that is a time where I'm trying to get that out, right? To where we identify that, right? I'm feeling anxious. I'm feeling, this. I'm tired. I'm upset. I'm frustrated. Whatever that is. I'm happy. I'm energized. I'm ready to go. Whatever that is. That's why we do that every morning, because we want to identify what our emotions are like. What are we feeling like? That's going to be very important on how we show up on the charts. If you're feeling, anxiety, you're feeling emotions, you're feeling feelings, then I would say what? Let's take a deep breath. Let's get up, maybe step out on your back patio, maybe step out on your porch. I don't know, whatever you may need to do. But we need to make sure that we keep the feelings at bay. We don't bring the feelings onto the charts. They will cloud our judgment. I mean, way more than you may think. Your feelings will keep you hesitating, entering a trade. Should I not enter? Like all of that stuff. We don't want to deal with all of that. That's why it's very important to make sure we're keeping our feelings at bay and understand that expectations are nothing more than what we feel. Think about that. Whatever you expect, that's what you're feeling. You're feeling that. That's why your expectations are that way, because that's what you're feeling. And if you're feeling something and we are trading, they don't go together. Feelings and trading do not go together. So just remember that. I know it's tough. I know it's difficult to overcome that part, but it can be done. It's just something you have to work on. Just remember that. You have to work on that. It's very important that you understand that your feelings cannot play a part, or actually do not have a part, or should be nowhere in your trading business. So let's see here. Gonna need you to help me learn how to use my new laptop trend. Is there a way to keep the keyboard lit up? It actually stays lit up on its own. It'll just cycle through. And shout out to you. Shout out to Soaking Insider, man. Soaking Insider went and copped them that A6 Rogue gaming laptop. That's what's up, Soak. He went and dropped that bread and invested into his game, into his trading business. I really thought that was dope. He went and found one too. He had to do some digging. He had to do some research, but he found one in the area where he lives, and he copped him one. So that's pretty cool. I think someone else asked me. I think someone asked me in a DM about that. I have to jump back in there and answer y'all. I think someone did ask. I saw it come through on my phone. That's what made me say that. But that's what's up. So, my guy. Keep the keyboard lit up. I'm sure it's probably somewhere in the settings. It'll probably be in settings somewhere. I just left mine the way it is. Literally, I only have on there what I trade with. It's just my copy trader. It's just my copy trader, my desktop assistant for the copy trader itself when I need to update it, and just my icon for my Google Chrome. That's all that's on this laptop. Nothing else. So I didn't even change anything. It's pretty much all default. Excuse me. I just went ahead and I just use it for trading. I don't send no emails on it. I don't do no surfing on here. Like, I don't check nothing on here. I don't go to no sites on there. I don't mess with, nothing is on here but trading. That's all I do. But going back to what I was saying, Soak, I'm sure there's a way to keep it lit. Mine, like I said, is just default, so I just let it run the way it run. I wasn't even worrying about that. Just make sure my copy trades go good. Keep my copy trader intact. That's really all that I'm looking to do. Trend tonight is the 5-0, and you made yes. It's members only, my guy. Yes, sir. Members only for tonight. Yep. Only because more of a drifter. I stream during the day, and then I wanted to make overnight. I wanted to make it. I want to make it in a way that I know anyone that's willing to pay. It's 45 cents a day is what it comes out to. It's $8.99 a month. So I made it that way. So this way, we're gonna have folks on there who can, who are really serious and want to invest into their trading game, and I know that it's helping because I've been getting multiple DMs letting me know that it's helping them, and I knew it's something that was needed. And then also too, it's like we're taking the same trade every night, same trade every day, every night, and it's easy, simple. So, but yeah, if you could join us, that'd be great, my guy. That'd be great. Let's see here. Expectations buying trade. You know what, Morbid Drifter? You know what? Let me do something. Let's see here. I got you, Morbid Drifter. I got you, my guy. Let's see here. I know you've been having a little tough time struggling with your strats and whatnot. So, Morbid Drifter, I'm gonna shoot you a membership. This one's on me. I'm gonna shoot you a membership. Just check your just DM me. I think you've DM'd me already. Just DM me, Morbid Drifter. And I'll send you. I'll shoot you one, bro. Because I understand your situation too. I know you got a lot of stuff going on. I get it. I'll shoot you one. I see you, and dog. Don't forget to leave. God, I'm off. That's what's up, Soak. But yeah, Morbid Drifter, just send me a DM. I understand your situation. I know you dealing with a little something over there, bro. So just to give back to you, help you out. I'll shoot you a membership. I don't know how. I think YouTube only does it, I think, for like a few months or whatever. I don't know how long. I can't control that, but I'll shoot it to you, and then you're good. Coming, Kiara, coming. I was working on it yesterday. I just didn't get it finished. But yeah, definitely coming. It's pretty much just about done. I got a couple more things I just need to tie up on it. But yeah, that's definitely coming. How do you sign up for in the inner circle? Choose just choose the coach you want and just DM them. But I would say figure out the coach that you want to do one with first, and then just go from there. That's all you got to do. Yeah. I'm just trying. Y'all know, we know Morbid Drifter got, you know what I'm saying? Morbid Drifter got, he's dealing with a lot over there. You know what I'm saying? Just put it like that. He tells us periodically during the day and stuff like that. I mean, when we're on stream, but yeah, I'm gonna shoot you one, bro. I'm gonna shoot you one. All right, well, that's what's up. I appreciate that. Well, then, Ant Dog, I'll shoot it to you then. There it is. I'll shoot it to you, Ant Dog. It's all good. I'll shoot it to you. I'll just shoot you what I was going to shoot Morbid Drifter. That's cool. He said, at least he's honest. He ain't taking it, you know what I'm saying, and not using it. So even though it didn't really matter either way, but that's what's up. I got you, Ant Dog. Yeah, you can. If you want to do a one-on-one with me, all you got to do is let me just shoot you that. I'll just shoot y'all that. All you got to do is just sign up. I got a little landing page. Just go check out the 4 different things that I offer, and then just pick one that works for you, and then you'll be good. Yep. But if you're in the inner, not if, because I know you are, in the inner circle, you just choose the one that you want. If you want to do one, yeah, we have one coming up, T-Mac, on Saturday. If you want to, whoever you want to choose, and dog, I got you. Don't even trip. No, I appreciate you, Morbid Drifter. Yeah, I appreciate that, my guy. I already know, bro. Trust me. I know. I'm with you. I'm with you, Morbid Drifter. 100%, brother. Trust me. I know you ain't just trying to take something that you're not gonna use, and I appreciate that. That's just integrity right there. But and dog, I got you. I just got to go in here and just see how to figure it out. But I know I can do it. So I'll just be checking your DM. And dog, make sure we locked in on the DM, Discord DM, and then I'll just shoot it to you there. Yep. Absolutely. Appreciate that, my guy. Appreciate that, Morbid. Appreciate that, brother. But yeah, and then as far as the mentor, as far as like I said on the mentorship thing, like just find whoever it is. If it's me, you can go into my description. Actually, I'm going to drop the link right here. But if it's someone in the inner circle, just go to the coach that you want to do that with, DM them. Just DM and say, yo, I'm interested in a one-on-one. Just let me know what the next steps are, and then they'll hit you back with the next steps. Real simple. All right, let me get over here and shoot this in here really fast. Dashboard. And let's go to my content. But yeah, that's all you would have to do, Ty. Like I said, just choose the one that you want. Choose the one that you would like to have one with. They're all fire. I would say just choose someone whose style and strategy speak to your personality. I would say that. That goes for anyone on the call. Do that. Make sure you're choosing one on that level, and then you'll be good. Because remember, whoever you decide to do a one-on-one with, you want to make sure that what? You want to make sure that their trade strategy and style aligns with your personality. I think that would be the only thing that you would have to figure out. Other than that, I think everything else is good, right? Because you definitely want it to fit your personality. Remember that. That's going to have a huge, how about I say, that's going to be huge on how you trade it, on if you like it, right? You want something that you're going to like, something that you're going to be into, something that you're going to, want to learn how to trade. You know what I'm saying? So just keep that in mind. Just keep that in mind. And boom. And there it is, y'all. I dropped it in there. You got it, Ty. T-Mac, what happened, T-Mac? Sorry. My bad. Oh, it's all good. It's all good. During the evenings, my wife is home from work and doesn't like me to be. Got you. Anything she wants, her time. Now, I got you, my guy. Respect, brother, respect. T-Mac, that's funny. It's all good. Ain't no thing. We like the grandsons and the granddaughters in here. Hey, we talk about making some bread, so hopefully some of this will rub off on them, right? T-Mac? But yeah, I dropped it in there. Let's see here. Is it in there? It should be. Did it not drop? I thought it did. Okay, where are you? Is it me? I don't see it. Where are you? All right, let's try it again. Oh, I know what it is. It's too much stuff. So then let's just do this. Why is it not allowing it to go in there? That don't make any sense. I've dropped this in there before. All right, let's just do this then. I'm just getting this link. I'm just dropping this link for y'all. That's it. Let's see here. It's being a little pain in the butt right now, though. It does not. There we go. All right, cool. Links drop. All right. So what we got? I can't help but to tell people who ask me about trading that you're my mentor. Oh, I heard that. I appreciate that, Q. For real. Definitely. So let's just run back through this real quick, and then we'll be done with this, and then we can get into something else. But remember, the chart should guide you, not your expectations. Just remember, the story is the chart. Always remember that. That's what guides us, is the chart, price action, not expectations of what we think, we feel, where it should go, what we think it's going to do. All that doesn't matter. So just remember that. The chart should always guide you and never your expectations. Expectations will do nothing but blind you. And always remember, price will always give you the real-time feedback. So that was our tip of the day. Any questions you guys have about tip of the day or question of the day today, let me know. Other than that, we can talk about whatever y'all want to talk about. Y'all have any questions, any concerns, anything y'all want to talk about? Let's get it. I'm asking my wife if I can get on tonight because you will be doing a 5-0. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Do you have an account to trade it on, Morbid? Morbid Drifter, you want to definitely have an account to trade it on as well, my guy. That's the other thing too. You want to make sure that you have an account that you can trade it on as well. Hi there. How do I start, please? Moses, how do you start as far as what, my guy? Give me. I know what you're saying, trading, but I mean, like, where are you in your trading game? Like, where are you? Like, what do you have? What have you done so far, Moses? Like, just trying to understand where you are, so I know where we need to pick up, from that point on and move forward. So just let me know where you are in your trading game, and then we can go from there. All right. What we got? I don't, please. So I'll go ahead and do my part and member up. I don't. You don't. You haven't traded, haven't done anything, Moses? Yeah, I do have a question. Go ahead. Hit me up, Aiden. Go ahead. Talk to me. Oh, well, I just blew my account, so I have no accounts. Okay. So never mind. It's all good. Are the replays? Yes. Always replays on everything. For the members only? No. If that's what you're speaking of. But, of course, for the regular ones, Kiara, yes. I'm trading Forex. We're not. Unfortunately, Moses, this is we're a futures community. And I do not trade Forex. I know what it is. I don't trade Forex. I don't even know. I mean, I can go in there and place a trade, but I'm saying couldn't tell you how to get started, where to get started, other than find some Forex brokers. But this is we trade futures here, so it's a lot different than Forex. We're not trading currencies. We're actually trading in the indices market. Yeah, you're trading Forex, right. I don't. Unfortunately, I don't trade Forex. I trade, like I said, we trade futures, my guy. So sorry about that I couldn't be of more help to you. Yeah, how long does it take Lucid to update? I would say roughly about 24 hours. So how do you start? With futures, the first thing I would have to say, how do you start in futures? Okay, the first thing I would do is, let's do this. Go to YouTube. I'm going to tell you right now how you start. I'm going to give you the. Let's see here. I'm going to give you some game right now. I'm going to give you a video. Right here, full course. It's a 3-hour course I'm getting ready to shoot you a link to. And it's how to start day trading for beginners, full course. Yep, need to start from zero. That's correct. So here you go. There it is right there. Just hit that link, and that is a 3-hour and 47-minute course that will basically, that's what you need. How to start trading, how to start day trading for beginners. It's a full course. It's for futures. Shout out to my brother Juvier. It's a course that he put out about 3 months ago, and I would definitely say it's a good course, and that'll get you started, straight up. And you can still continue to keep jumping on live streams, but that'll definitely get you started, and it gets you some idea. It'll give you an idea, also give you a path on where you need to be, different platforms you're going to be dealing with, which will be TradingView, TradeEvade, FX Replay, Forex Factory, which is our news, what we use for news. But yes, that'll be it. Jay, the evening stream is always at 5 minutes before the open for the overnight open. Overnight open is 6 p.m. Eastern. So we always start at 5:55 p.m. Eastern, Sunday through Thursday. That's the members only stream. Yep. So let's see here. Let me get that out the way. All right, cool. Yep, that'll be the members only stream. Just start a new trading series. Yeah, absolutely. But I felt I think this one will be definitely that one will definitely be good for someone who's just trying to get going, don't have no idea of trading. I think that'll be a good place for Moses to start. Yep. And then of course in here take notes on everything, just like Aiden said. Okay, Aiden said, I lost a good bit of money last week due to poor decisions. If I make some of the money back throughout the next week, do they still count as trading days, or will I will have to make profit for it too? Okay. So anytime that you whether you have whether your account has it went negative, that really doesn't matter in the regard of every day that you make profit, it's a day that's counted, right? Regardless if you had negative days prior. So just make sure that you're keeping up on your consistency rule, Aiden, number one. And then, yes, it will count towards your trading days. So just keep that in mind. Absolutely. Juviet, gotta run. I'll see everyone later. That's what's up, Morbid. What's up, my guy? But yeah, you got it, Moses, no problem. Jay, you got that right? 5:55 Eastern is when we start. And then once you become a member, just make sure you hit the notification bell. So everything that I put out for members, you definitely get it. You'll get the notification. So this way you're not missing any members only notifications. And all of the live streams are already scheduled. So all you got to do is go in there, find the day, find the right time, and you're in. Real simple. All right. So let's see here. Let's jump back to the charts real quick, just to take a sneak peek over there. Wow, price is just crazy. Price is crazy bullish. That's why we can never be married to the bias, right? Because the bias today was supposed to be bearish. Let me move this here. But we had bullish price action from pretty much since 6:35, 5 minutes after the market. Price has been bullish. So had a little bit of news at 7, nothing to change anything, and that was pretty much our day today. Okay, I have a 100K account, and I lost 15K last week. Do the trading days count with the profit I make this week? Yeah. Yeah, the trading days will count. They count. But remember, you have to get your account over the threshold for them to count towards payouts. So remember that your account has to be over the threshold, the payout threshold. So just keep that in mind. If your account is down 15K, you're not at the payout threshold, but you still have to work to get that account back. And if you're down 15K, it sounds like to me you're trading minis instead of micros. Because if you were trading micros, you wouldn't be down on your account that much unless you're taking like crazy amount of trades every day. The first thing though I would say, Aiden, is you got to get a strategy, my guy. You got to get with someone. You got to get a strategy, do a mentorship, or go on YouTube, find a strategy. Juvier has this. You go on Juvier's channel. He has a bunch of content, way more than I have. And you can definitely, he has a couple strategies there that he does, support and resistance. He also does the hybrid super scalping strategy. I would advise you to get a strategy because it does not sound like you have one. Respectfully, you have to get a strategy. Everyone should be trading a strategy. You don't just take a trade to just take a trade because you think, oh, it looks like it's going to do this or do that. And I'm not saying that that's what you're doing. I'm just speaking generally. Like, we need to be doing everything based on structure. Everything is based on structure. Everything is based on process. You will never become a consistent, profitable trader if you do not have a process of what you do and how you trade. Period. So just keep that in mind. You have to find the right process, meaning the right strategy, the right mentor, all of that stuff. Finding the right mentor, they're right around you. So you're good on that note. It's just, once you do that, it's sticking to the strategy and not strategy hopping. Find you one. That's why I always stress, make sure that you find a mentor or find a trade style that speaks to your personality, so you can continue to keep working on that trading style and those strategies, so you're not strategy hopping. And you got to put in some work. Remember, y'all know how it goes. We got to be back testing. When you find your strategy, you already know back testing going back 3 years. There is no ifs, ands, buts about that. If you're not putting in the work, don't be complaining about the fact that you're not getting the results that you need. Like, you have to put that work in. You find it. It's real simple. You find a, like, go check. You got to do some research, right? Go check some people out. If you're just in a TEF Discord, you got Euphoria in there. Holler at Euphoria. He got a crazy strategy. Crazy strategy. So he does hybrid super scalping. Also, too, you can go to Juvier, do support and resistance. If you're in a circle, then I mean you have access to Euphoria again as well. Lazy Shawarma, Scalp God. Shout out to my big brother. And of course, Juvier once again. But I'm saying you have access to those. Get with them. Go to their YouTube pages. Check out some of their videos. See how they trade. Check out some of their strategies. See if that speaks to your personality. Once you find that out, you see, like, your personality aligns with their style, their strategies. Then that's the strategies that I need to get with. Exactly. That's the strategies that you need to get with. Then when you get with that strategy, you need to learn it. Backtest it going back 3 years. Demo trade it. Don't try to shortcut yourself to the bag. That's not going to happen. Respectfully. And I'm not saying that anyone is doing that. I'm just speaking generally to make sure that we don't, how would I say, fall into that misconception of thinking that we can shortcut this and not put in the work we need to put in and still going to become profitable. It's not going to work. I don't care how much you try. I'm just really trying to save you from the heartache. Put in the work, find a strategy that speaks to your personality, and study the strategy. Learn it like the back of your hand. You got to practice, 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 practice. It's going to take you some time before you get to the bread. That's just what it is. And in trading, remember, we have to lose money before we make money, unfortunately. We have to. T, when you set up your session, when you set up for your session, with you, where it says Zoom or Discord, what do you prefer? It's up to y'all, whatever y'all want. It's the choices for y'all. Whatever you want. You want to do Zoom, you want to do Discord, it doesn't matter either way. That's why I have those there. Yep. Okay, no, I really don't. I've been trying to get into scalping the way Juvier does it, and I've made a good bit of my money back from it, but I don't think I have it down. I still continue to misread the charts, and I lose a lot of my trades. And so you know what that means, right? What that tells me is, like I said, respectfully, you haven't went and back tested this strategy going back 3 years. And I know some people are like, man, I got to do that. You got to do that. Because I know people will be like, dang, I got to go back 3 years and back test. You have to go back 3 years and back test a strategy. That's the only way you're going to get good at implementation. Think about it. How can you become a sniper with your entries if you're not repetitively taking these trades, right? Just like being a basketball player. How are you going to be a good shooter if you ain't taking shots? It's really that simple. It's really that simple. To be a good shooter, you got to take thousands and thousands and thousands of shots, literally. Same thing with trading. That's why going back 3 years and doing the back testing, you're going to be taking multiple entries over that 3 year span of the back testing. Just think about how good that's going to work for you when it's time for you to take the trade live. You're going to know how to take the trade. You're going to know how to implement it. You're going to know what you're looking for, all of that stuff. That has to happen. All right, what we got? Okay, hold on. I'm about to say this too. Okoye Kalichi Dara Justice, 5264. I hope I got that right. Okoye Kalichi Dara Justice, 5264. Let me know if I got that right. How do I start as an absolute beginner with zero experience? I'm going to shoot you this link too, right here. Start right here. Yeah, so what you have to do, Aiden, you have to do some back testing. You got to definitely do some back testing. And you can do that on FX Replay. Hold on one sec. Let me drop this in here for boom, boom, bap, bap. All right, that was for you. That was for you. Okoye Kalichi Dara. Kalichi Chidera Justice. That was for you. I dropped a link in there. Like you said, you absolute beginner with zero experience. Hit that link. Watch that. There's a full course. Shout out to my brother Juvier. Stop trying to skip steps. Don't try to cheat the game. Absolutely. That part. Yep. Thank you, Serena. Appreciate that. Yeah, so this is the thing. I would recommend getting a FX replay account. Hey, it could cost money to make money, unfortunately. But I definitely recommend getting an FX replay account. Let me get that for you now. Let me show you what that is. FX replay. You definitely want to get that account. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. All right, so let's do this. All right, so this is check this out. This is let me move my TV. All right, so this right here is FX Replay. This is a backtesting platform. It's $30 a month. I recommend getting this. They are in partnership with TradingView. This will allow you to go back, all the way back, and backtest all your strategies. But it's just not that. It's the fact that this keeps analytics. And with the analytics is going to give you a full historical breakdown on all your back testing. You can go in here, you can set up all your different strategies. You can put the parameters in there. So when you have a back testing session, you can back test that particular strategy. Like hypothetically speaking, let's say you take your strategy every day at a particular time. You can set up FX Replay to where it will, every day when it starts, it'll start at the time that you choose, literally. And it's just a bunch of great, how would I say, great features with this. And this is what I use. This is what everyone really should be using. And this will get you right as far as your back testing is concerned. And then that's really all you need. You don't have to even trade right now. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to even trade right now. Period. You should be just demo trading. You could just be practicing. You don't have to be buying accounts or doing any of that. Literally. So, W3, Serena. So how does that work? Okay, there we go. So, you should have to skip the next day. It always puts me on a random day. Yeah, you have to go in there and set it. That's all W3. Anyone want to share their FX replay with me? I'm looking for work, but I'm just ready to keep progressing and trading. So if someone wants to share their FX replay with Kiara, y'all can let her know that. I was trying to do that. It keep putting me around. Yeah. I'm with you, W3. Let's see here. Let me ask y'all this: when y'all got FX replay, did you do a tutorial? Did you run a tutorial? Because I did a tutorial that really truly helped me. Let me see here if I can find it. Yeah, I did it. Anytime that I try a new anytime that I try a new platform, I always find a tutorial that allowed me to really truly learn how to use it. Yeah, right here. I did that with TradingView. I did that with FX Replay. But there's several. Let's see here. And FX Replay does have a YouTube channel. Just to let y'all know that. But there's tons of them. Let's see here. Let me see. Let's do this. Let me just move this over so y'all can see. All right. So I went to YouTube. I put in FX Replay, right? And it's a bunch of stuff in here. All this. So FX Replay, this guy is just showing it. This is someone else, but he can definitely show you. FX Replay definitely has a ton of, here's another one right here too. Yep. 225 walkthrough, 226 walkthrough, Real simple. Just got to jump on, put in a little bit of work, and then there it is. But there's tons of FX replay tutorials here, as y'all can see. So I'm gonna tell y'all a little cheat code. When it comes to like platforms and stuff like that, right? Like FX Replay, TradingView, and any other platform that we use, even Forex Factory, right? When it comes to learning how to use those, you know what I do, you guys? I do this every single time. I go to YouTube, I put in the search bar, whatever it is, tutorial, FX Replay, TradingView, Tradeovate, whatever it is, you're gonna find there is a plethora of information here. This is where I learned how to do all of my platform stuff. No one taught me, and I asked no questions. And I'm not saying y'all can't ask questions. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just letting y'all know like how I went about it. I went right here, and I learned everything. TradingView, that's how I know how to use TradingView very well. So I know how to use FX Replay very well. It's just, you know what I'm saying? Like that's how I get it in. Now, it doesn't mean that I didn't have some questions after this. You know what I'm saying? But the questions were like real similar. It was like an advanced type question, but for the most part on how to use it, like I'm telling you, YouTube will be your best friend on everything trading platform related. And I would always say, try to go to whatever it is, like see if they have a YouTube page, like FX Replay has their own YouTube page. So just go there and you'll learn a ton of stuff. Just got to put a little bit of work in. And then another little cheat code of what you can do, have the tutorial up on one screen, have your FX Replay up on another screen, and then as they're doing stuff and they're going through the tutorial, pause it, go on your FX Replay, do what they just did, and just keep pausing, playing, and just follow along. That's how you get good at it. Literally, that's how you get good at it. Oh, Lexi Star says she don't mind sharing it with you, Akira. That's what's up. Shout out to Lexi Star, yo. Shout out to you, Lexi Star. That's dope. That's dope. That's dope. That's dope. That's dope. That's fire. You're welcome, W3. No problem. No problem. And yeah, and don't remember, y'all, we have our back testing session on Saturday for the ones that are already in. I'm not accepting any more. So if you didn't get in, you just have to catch us on the next one. Please make sure you learn how to use your FX Replay, because I don't want to be in there answering those kinds of questions. We're going to get to our back testing session and get it in, because if we have to stop to show people how to use the platform, then that's going to take away from the actual back testing session itself. And that won't be fair to everyone else in the group. So please, this Saturday, come knowing how to use your FX Replay. Spend a few hours on YouTube, as I just showed y'all, and trust me, you'll be a pro at it. When I say a pro, I mean a pro. Yeah, of course, you won't be, you'll just be new at it, but you still know how to move around the platform. It's not hard. It's not difficult. It's real simple. It's very easy. You just gotta do it. It's just repetitive. It's just repetitive, but you'll be good. You'll be good with it. Good enough to be able to come on Saturday and get it in. Go to Discord, DM for the picture. It's the same time I've heard that. Just one other girl said it wasn't working. I guess I gotta go in there and play with it. That's crazy because, yeah, it said that last time. Quotas already have been fully redeemed. Okay, let me go in there and I'll go in there and check that. There's something going on with the parameters. That's the only thing I can think. I'll go in there, check it, Ben, and then I'll hit you back, and then you'll be able to jump in. Absolutely. Let's see here. Anything else? Anything else y'all got for me? Any questions, any concerns? What y'all got? 2:55. Remember, it's 5 minutes before the market opens. So market opens 3 o'clock Pacific time. So it'll be 2:55 Pacific time, because it's 5 minutes before market opens. Yep. And we rocking tonight. We'll talk about it tonight. When we get into the session tonight, we'll talk about it. Other than that, y'all have anything for me? Anything for me? Anything. Let me know. I'm looking at my thing and I see Take Profit has a no fee 50. So 50% off any size test account, and it's no activation fee. And it ends tonight. No fee 50. So just throwing that out there for y'all. Anybody that wants to get any Take Profit trader accounts, 50% off. Today would be a good time. If y'all were trying to get y'all accounts for the 5-0, that 150K account, that might be that. Actually, Take Profit Trader is pretty good with their rules. I like their rules. I would say they're second to the Lucid Flex, but for 50% off and no activation fee, I don't think it's a bad. I think it's a good account. So I'm just checking this for y'all. That's all. Just seeing what else is there. Yeah, that's pretty much it at the moment. And I think Apex had a sale as well. Let me check that for y'all so I can let y'all know. I think Apex did have another sale going. I think they had a 90% sale going on. Let's see here. Let's see. So right now they have, nope, nothing. They had a promo, 90%. It ran till May 19th, but it's done. Yep. No payout denials. I mean, the built-in scaling, 50% consistency. Yeah, that's not bad. All right, cool. What we got? I want some errands. Hope you have. Oh, that's what's up, my guy. Appreciate that. Okay, with that being said, sir, what's up with Ray J, man? And dog, you wild. And dog, what you say? He said, what's up with Ray J, man? UFC fighter, really? Yeah, that's wild, bro. Some of this stuff be wild. That's what's up, Aiden, man. You're welcome, brother. Anytime. Have a great remainder of your day, my guy. That's too funny. Here comes the dump. Uh-oh. Thing is about to come. But we did have a nice chop box right there. As I was talking, I was just like peeking at it, and I saw that it was a nice little chop box right here. It's a pretty clean one too. Pretty clean little chop box right there. Pretty clean. What we got? You're welcome. Oh, that's what's up, Kiara. Kiara's so dope. That's what's up. That's what's up. Kiara's so sweet. She goes, I will not abuse it. That's what's up. No, abuse that FX replay account. I'm just playing. I'm just kidding. I'm doing great on 4 out of 5 accounts. When I'm down 33K on the 150K, I have been trying to make it up for a month now, and I knocked it down from 40K to that. Should I reset it or still keep trying? I would always recommend keep trying. I would never say reset an account. Yeah, I would always recommend keep trying. You know why? Because think about it, resetting it is too easy, right? It's easy to just go reset and just start over. But the reason why I would not recommend that is because I would recommend try to get the account back. Work on it. It's going to take some discipline. It's going to take some grit. It's going to take some pulling up your bootstraps. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's going to take something, but try to get the account back. Resetting it is too easy. Try to get the account back. That's what I would do. Yep. Oh, shoot. Let's see here. Yes, a key level for reversal around that box. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Yeah, that's definitely all-time highs. We just think, y'all, we're in the 30,000s. It's crazy. But we're in the 30,000s. That's crazy. That is crazy. All right, so y'all got anything for me? Other than that, I think we're going to get up out of here. Where we at? About an hour and 30. So if you made money today, hopefully you have logged out of your accounts and your charts are still up. You were one and done. If you had a business expense today and you paid some bills, you logged out, you were one and done as well. So with that stated, protect your capital, be smart. Don't go back into the market at all. Don't chase your losses. Just hang, you know what I'm saying? Just live to trade another day, basically. Yeah, it has been time consuming, but I'm proud I got that much back. Yeah. Yeah, it's gonna take a little while. But keep cracking. Like this, think about what that would do for you. Imagine you got that account is all the way down. Imagine if you got it, Shanti. Imagine if you life more efficient. Imagine if you got that account back, regardless how long it took you. You know what you're gonna learn from that? You know what that's gonna build for you? Outside of all kind of crazy confidence, it's gonna show you that, hey, I could do a little something. Like I could bring this account back. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. And you didn't reset it. You didn't just do the easy thing, because reset that is easy. That's why I'm never against, I'm always against, resetting accounts. I'm never against trying to bring it back. Like try to bring it back. That's the win right there. That's the win. All right. It was asked for. So definitely got to get it cracking. Nope. Yes. Not shut it down, not shut it all down. It's shut it down, shut it all down. All right. that was for Sean T. You know what I'm saying? He asked for it. There it is. Yeah, it shows I really know what I'm right. Take your time. Take your time. But I would always say bring that thing back. That's what's up, Ben. See you in the vault. That's what's up. All right, y'all. So we're going to get up out of here. Little lackluster day today. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? It's a part of trading. We're going to get there. We just got to keep cracking every day. Once again, as long as you're living to trade another day, right? And we do that by discipline, by protecting our capital, by making sure that we're not over leveraging, all of those things, right? So with that stated, I appreciate y'all. Love y'all. Thanks everybody for tapping in today. Definitely see all of the members tonight. Catch y'all in the Genius Vault. We're going to get in there and do our thing and keep this week going. So y'all have a blessed remainder of y'all day. Shout out to the Edge Funder co-founders, Juvier, Scalp God, my brothers. Without them, we wouldn't be here. And other than that, have a blessed remainder of y'all day. Some of y'all, I'll see y'all in the Genius Vault. Some of y'all, I will see y'all tomorrow. All right. Thanks for tapping in. Have a blessed remainder of y'all day. Yeet.